Hello, welcome back to the Idiot and the Arsehole. I almost said it wrong.
Starting great. This time actually, actually not completely terrible.
No, I did say it right though. So yeah, I'm the idiot. Yay!
I'm the asshole,
Oh god,
and we're doing great.
it's going so well.
Slightly more functional this week, and less in pain. So always good.
That's always a good thing.
So, shall we do news?
We shall do news.
Doki doki news time.
Shall I go first? Because I have
Yeah.
slightly more to say.
Go crazy.
I couldn't find a lot of interesting news because it's very hard for me to find stuff that I can actually
Talk
understand.
What? No, with your extensive knowledge.
Yeah, very vast knowledge. But going off of what we were talking about last week, the main cast character designs for Welcome to the Ballroom have been released, and that is for Tatara, Shizuku, Kiyoharu, and Kaname.
Kaname? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know his name.
But yes, Melody here will edit lovely pictures.
I will, yay. Because these came out the day after I just finished editing the last part. So she just got one more extra news.
But the designer is the same as the character designer from Haiku, which I was quite proud of myself for recognizing, and also Madoka Magica. And I also realized that
don't see the reference, the not reference or relevance.
The similarity.
Yeah, Madoka's character
I feel Haiku,
really
there's more of a
spikiness. They have spikiness in common.
Spiky is the new shiny.
No. Make it soft and round and cute. Also, Madoka's eyes look like they're dead. Have you never noticed it? They don't have like the usual anime shine.
Oh no, they don't.
They just look like they have dead eyes. This really bothered me when I was watching Madoka because I noticed and my friend was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "They look like they have dead eyes."
That is definitely the sort of thing you would pick up on.
And we're off topic again.
Oops.
Welcome to Ballroom.
Yeah. I also found out that the composer is the same as the composer for Death Parade.
That is exciting.
I'm so excited.
We'll get another awesome opening.
I hope so. I love that opening so much. It's so great. And then, secondly, Hibike Euphonium. What?
It has dancing. The opening is
It's gonna be
dance.
so great.
Sorry, my brain was working slowly.
Hibike Euphonium is getting a second flashback film, and which will look back on season 2 as the first film, Sound Euphonium the movie. Welcome to the Hitaoju High School.
Kitaoji. It's a K.
I can't see.
It's a K.
That's my own handwriting. Wow.
That
High School Concert Band. Yes, looking back at season 1. Go me.
Oh, wow. You messed up.
I failed. Well done. Negative gold stars.
No, let's not make that again. How would I even give you a negative gold
I
star?
don't know. If we were keeping a running tally, you could just take them off, but we're not, thankfully.
You have 1 gold star now. And I gotta keep that in for the whole episode.
Yeah, no. But that looked back at season 1, so I haven't actually seen the film. But I would assume it's just summarising the season.
I think I saw it. I'm not sure.
I'm proud of you.
I might have scrolled past it when I was looking for the Monica OVA. That's probably when I watched it. Yeah.
Yep.
News? Okay, so I have tons of very little news. And by this I mean I have, 4 of them, and none of them have any information whatsoever. So, first, Idea Factory, which has revealed that they're releasing Automate's Hakwoki Kyoto Winds ages ago, have just announced that it's going to have a PC port for the 99.9% of the population that doesn't have a PS Vita, unlike me. The Kyoto Winds is going to be released May 16th in the US and May 19th in Europe. Not sure about the PC port though. I'm assuming it gets released the same day like it did with Amnesia, but who knows? No one likes PC. No one in the gaming industry likes PC. Still waiting for the Nier confirmation. Who knows? And that I know that means nothing to you.
Yep, straight over
But
your head.
Nier Automata is a game that's just been released for PlayStation, I think, or Xbox maybe, and they've been, oh, it's getting a PC export. No, it's not. Oh, it's getting one. No, it's not. And we're like, what is it? Can you pick one? So that's an insight to the gaming industry right there for idiot here. This is totally not part of what you're studying.
No, not at all.
Anyway, next piece of news. They have announced an anime adaptation for Nisiyoi Scenes and Hikaru Nakamura's light novel Juni Taisen. I love everything that Nisiyoi Scene writes, so I'm super hyped for this. He wrote Bakemonogatari, and he wrote the book with the blue-haired girl in the cover. I will get that on screen for you. I do not remember the name. It's a mystery novel kind of thing. It's out of stock. It's out of print everywhere, and I can't get my hands on it, and it's the most depressing thing ever.
Oh, you're trying.
I tried, but I will not pay £60 for a book.
Well, no, that's fair enough.
That's asking too much. Anyway, there's no details so far, and supposedly there will be more info and a PV at Anime Japan in March 29th. So maybe we'll know more about Juni Taisen then. Also, Hikaru Nakamura is the guy who artist who did Saint Young Man. I will correct myself if that is wrong. It's the comic about Buddha and Christ being buddies.
Why do I feel like I've seen something
I
from that?
I think Paulina might have shown you something, or was it Lucas? I'm not sure. You've been told about this before, and it was not by me.
A fairground ride or something. That was a thing. Or like a water slide.
I am not sure. I have not read this because I don't like the art.
Fair enough.
Which is hilarious. But continuing. And last bit of news. Or not at all, actually. The next two are PV news. So there's been a PV released for Irregular Magic High School. I'm not even going to try the Japanese title. It's been 2 years since I've watched this, and I don't actually remember it anymore. Has been revealed. Yay! The film is going to air in theaters, start airing in theaters in Japan, of course, June 17th, and it'll come here in 3 or 4 months, or 6, or more, who knows.
Yay!
Movies! Everyone loves movies. And what is it? And Your Name is still not airing anywhere near you.
We know something that is.
Yay! Koi no Katachi! How many days left? 3 days.
3 days.
Exciting.
I'm so excited.
And last bit of PV news. Alice and Zoroku has a PV announced. And I was not excited for this. It wasn't even in my radar. And it's adorable.
Is that the one you showed me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
And
it's so cute.
It'll premiere April 2nd. It's one of the next season's anime. And, yay! News over. I have done my job and informed you all of what you're missing out on. And I don't think you're interested in any of this, maybe, except for Alice and Zoroku. Nothing else is your style, so.
But I have noticed the name thing now. I can see that now.
You see what you see? Yeah. It's great. The logo's amazing. He has his name has a logo.
That's great.
And like the O is a pivot point. We're talking about Nisio Isin's name being able to be read backwards as well.
Yeah. Which makes sense when you can see it written down. Or if you're smart.
Yeah. Or if you're smart. Exactly. Cool. we've done our good deeds. Shall we go for? Oh no, it's the anime boo, which is not anything we're doing because we've been slacks and we have not showed up to a single anime club this week.
Oops.
We will catch up to Iron Blood Orphans tomorrow or the night. Or a poster in my room just fell. I've been complaining about them falling an hour ago. Just fell.
It's trying.
It's not though. So we didn't show up to Anime Club, and it actually fell now.
Sorry. No, we failed this week. We didn't show up.
We'll catch up to Iron Blood Orphans tomorrow.
But yeah, that's kind of the only thing we're really watching.
Yeah,
so.
I will catch up to the Gara when it's done. And I can do it in one painless sweep. Because I don't drop stuff and I'm
Pass.
an idiot. We can try to get drunk again. We fell last time.
Oh, we failed miserably.
So since we've now announced our failure to the whole world, we can move on to showing your failure to the whole world.
Yay.
With anime according to Idiot.
I wonder how well I will do this
with images this week.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
I'll get on that.
Cool.
I would like to point out that I can actually draw sometimes, but this is not one of those times. I tried.
So
I'm studying art.
Anime. I swear we're studying art. I can draw. Pretty well.
These drawings say otherwise. Anyway, yes.
What's that?
No, my drawings.
Okay.
Your drawings are beautiful.
He's like, oh, we're gonna fight. I will not let my children get attacked. Okay, let's keep on track.
Yeah.
First anime to this beautiful start. Like my friend recommended one of them, but I've kind of did not do my homework, so we can't do that because I can't correct you. So the first one we have here is Date Alive.
See, now I'm concerned because I know you've told me about this
I've told you about this one.
But
you were ignoring me, which I'm used
wasn't
to.
listening. Okay. So
to be fair, I don't think I told you the plot of it. I just gushed about one of the characters in it, and you ignored me.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's... what is one of those dating games?
The dating game works fine.
Yeah, it's a dating game.
Would you want a gal game or an otome game? Who do you want to date?
Girls.
Okay, we'll go with a gal game.
A gal, yes, what you said. So it's based around that. So that's the datey bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then these video game girls.
Okay. We're actual video game girls. Explain to me.
Okay.
Oh, is this a real life scenario or
the characters in the game?
Okay.
I was about to say they come to life. I realised that's the plot of another anime. No, we're going with it.
What?
They come to life.
Oh my! I don't even know what you're talking about.
They come to life.
Okay.
And then they start chasing after these guys because they're like, you love me, don't you? And the guys are just like, well, no, I was playing this game. And then they start taking over the world. And it's down to the nerds who are playing the game to save them by flirting with them and sending them back to the game.
So, you're close to a plot of an anime. That's not this one.
Yeah, I realized that.
I'm not sure what game you're talking about. Which anime you're talking about? Because
I know it.
Have you seen it?
No. I've seen the opening.
Is that the one with the guy with the glasses and hair like?
Possibly.
Because you're pretty close. You're pretty.
The world God only knows.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You're pretty close. You're pretty close to that anime, but
also not.
Because they're not actually girls in the game. He just spoiling another anime. It's not this one. Moving on. Watch What God Only Knows. It's really good. Anyway, Date A Live. You have these super powered girl things that are called lives. I don't remember this very much. And then you've got this guy who's got to, I think it's by kissing them that he seals their power, and basically his Kotori, not his Kotori, her name is Kotori. She's his half sister or his adopted sister, one of the three.
Right.
And she is the leader of the anti-life thing, and she's there in his earpiece telling him. So we've come up to this one of these three answers is the right answer to make the girl like you. Pick one of them. It's basically like picking the thing part of the gal game genre.
Okay.
It's not a very deep anime. It's a lot of fan service, and it's entertaining.
I mean, you've lost me because I don't understand what the hell is going on.
So if the lives powers get out of control, they can destroy the world. So
you have to
seal their powers, and the way to seal their powers is to kiss them.
Okay.
It's confusing. I watched this a really long time ago, and this might not be the accurate description.
Okay, I feel slightly less bad because I don't remember that being the description of it.
No. Yeah, no. I just gushed about the girl with blue hair because she's adorable.
Oh, okay.
Well, next one, we have Donte ni Warau, which is laughing under the clouds.
Okay.
Okay.
So, it's about a high school guy.
Okay.
And he is constantly surrounded by really bad shit that's going on in his life. So everything is going wrong, but he's trying to be positive throughout it all. So the clouds are like everything that's going wrong in his life. I don't know, maybe someone's died and school's going terribly and he's trying to get into college and that's not working, but he's trying to be happy throughout it all, but everything just goes wrong because you don't watch happy things.
Here's where your description is. Here's where the anime is. And by this,
Close
I mean,
then.
I have one hand as far as I can stretch it, and the other one as far as I can stretch it. So, not at all. Completely wrong. How even? So, you got 0 things right.
Oh, damn.
It's not set in high school.
Oh.
Its main character are 3 brothers.
Okay.
It's set in old Japan. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not sure which period it is, but it's set in old Japan. So swords have been outlawed, so there should be guns already. So it should be after after the plot of Hakuoki. Sorry guys, this is how I measure my Japan knowledge. My Japan timeline. So it's after like the influence from the United States. So no more samurai. The emperor should be back on the throne. The shogunate should be out. Anyway, swords have been banished, and these brothers take care of this. There's this prison in the middle of the lake that's to guard the criminals that refuse to give up swords and keep fighting it. Ronin, I think it's what they're called. Anyway, so they take the prisoners, the bad guys to the prison and back, and there's a thing with a huge snake that's back from the past, and it has weird like fantasy elements. It's pretty good. The only thing I remember about it is a huge spoiler. So spoiler warning. Older brother dies, but not really. He's executed for some weird reason that I don't remember. But I remember that emotional scene. I was like, oh no, this is not laughing in the crowd. This is depressing. And I love the middle brother. He's adorable, and I love him, and he's so emo and angry. And the little brother's adorable, and that's all I remember from it. Yay! My knowledge on this anime is on point.
So, close then.
Absolutely. Super close. This one is called Hentai Oji to Warawanai Neko, which translates to the, I don't remember what it's translated to, but it's literally is like the hentai prince and the stony cat.
What do you watch?
This is PG. This is
Are you sure?
This is more PG than fucking Scum's Wish.
Well, okay. Right, what was the translation again?
The hentai prince and the stony cat.
The stony cat.
As in, Warawanai translates to not laughing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what's your stupid English term for it. What?
No. Rude. I would love to tell you, but I'm not actually sure. If I can come up with a word, I'll put it on screen.
Bonk.
Okay. So there is a prince, and he is incredibly perverted, and he needs to find a wife. But he is very much sexualizing all of these princesses, and everyone's just like, you can't do that, because, you know, women are more than that, obviously. They're not just boobs. And he's like, what? Are you kidding me? Of course they are. And then the stony cat is actually his best friend, who just happens to vaguely resemble a cat, but also not really. You know how people like occasionally look at, and no, I'm going with it. And they're like, mate, can you not? I get that you're like high and mighty and riding on your throne and everything, and you think you're so much better than everyone else.
I'm so confused.
And that you're incredibly perverted, but you need to learn the meaning of love.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have no idea.
Is that, are you done?
Yeah.
No. You were going somewhere. You were going slightly warm, and then you just went.
Was that with the friend cat?
Why would it be an actual cat? Okay.
It's not an actual cat.
It is.
It's just like a person that is kind of vaguely cat-like.
So are we going like have we watched Hunger Games, the third one or fourth one or whatever? The woman who looks like a cat. What kind of human being cat are we going? You know what? We're gonna have a picture for that, so you guys will know. I just have no idea. Anyway, so this is really perverted dude who's not a prince. You take things too literally.
Yep.
He's just a random dude who's in high school, and he is in love with this girl. He likes her body, and he's a very perverted, and she has a sister who's the stony cat, because she is very stony. I'm not sure why she's called a cat, but I don't remember much about this anime.
Maybe she looks like a cat.
Yes, she has whiskers and neat cat ears. She wears them out all the time. I don't think this is true. She definitely doesn't have whiskers. And yeah, there's some backstory that they knew each other, and he doesn't remember for some weird reason, and I remember him lying about having a twin, something like, but he's his actual twin, and their big sister believes it, because he lies. One of his students is the preferred one who's been acting, who's been after you this whole time. But me, I am super nice and serious, and I just want to be friends with your sister. Something like that. I don't remember. Yay.
Fair enough.
It was pretty good. I really like the character designs for this show. Oh, there's a girl who's a puppy as well. She's not actually a puppy. She's just associated with a puppy. She's really cute too.
See, it's possible to just be associated with animals, but not actually be the animal.
Last one, because we're halfway through and we're no idea done. Kanojo ga flag o oareta, or if her flag breaks.
If her flag breaks.
Yes. You have insight on this because I've told you like several times about flags. Can you get anything right on this?
No. Okay. So it's about a girl at high school.
Yes.
And she's like, what is it, like school president or whatever. And she like has this role, which is, see, I'm not taking it literally. That's like where like her flag is and everything, and she needs to be in control of everything. But like everything is like raining down. She's got to sort all these forms out and everything is going wrong. But she like needs to keep on top of the school. And then if she fails at her job, everything around her is just going to come crashing down. Everything's going to fail. So it's about her trying to stay on top of all of her work and trying not to break under all the pressure that she's been given.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Down.
Okay, so we have spoken about death flags several times today because of the anime you'll find out soon.
Wow, spoilers!
So, it's this kind of flag is a girl game term, in which you can tell when you're in a person's route by like the flags are the different events that you get, and you can get a love flag or a death flag or a friendship flag. It's like, oh, this kind of event is a love event. It gets a love flag, and you can get, if you do well on this one, you can progress into this character's route kind of flag.
Okay.
We have this guy who, for some weird reason, sees flags on top of people.
So this is the one I was supposed to take literally. This is the one where I was like, yes, metaphors, and you're like, no, literal flags.
Yeah, this one, if you knew the right flag, you should go completely literally, but I was thinking you were going with, look, her flag broke. Oh, she has a paper.
I was like, no,
fabric.
There's no way in hell that would be a real thing. No,
yeah,
okay.
Basically, I think she's trying to save this girl who has this massive death flag. Or is it him? No, he has a huge death flag. He's trying to save himself.
Oh.
With the help of a number of cast of girls and a guy who looks like a girl. He's adorable, by the way.
I want to see a picture.
I can show you a picture after we're done. His name is Megumi?
Aww.
I think he is adorable. Okay, so we are done with, I don't think we said the anime title, and the anime, the segment title before this, but this was, Anime According to Idiot. Yay! We're so on top of this. Anon hate!
Oh no, I did it again! I was like, yes, we get to move on. No,
Anon hate! We get to talk about an anime that I despise and yet I have watched 2 seasons of.
That it just baffles me, honestly. Like, I get that you don't drop things, but it's the fact that you watched season 1 and went, I hate this show. Hey, season 2's come out. I know it's a great idea. Unbelievable.
We're watching, and by we're watching is she watched, and I tried to help her understand what the hell was happening. We watched, Binan Koko, Buebu, Love, ! Second season has love with exclamation marks and capitals. To be as obnoxious as possible.
All the love. So I got 1 minute into this episode and then had to rewind and sit next to you because I was just like, what are they talking about? They were sitting in like public baths.
Yes.
What were they? They were talking about some part of
Odin.
Odin.
They were talking about Chuaku? Did you even write that down?
No, not at all.
Good.
That's how much I cared about it.
So they had 5 minutes of rambling about this piece of food that
was part of it, but also kind of tasteless and kind of meh, which is useful in the rest of the episode, but also kind of stupid at the same time. So
Would you believe me that these absolutely random rambles they have at the beginning of every episode lead into the whole thing?
Wow, they put that much thought into it?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Every single episode, I think every single episode they start in the bath and they're having this random conversation. They spend a lot of time in that bath, actually.
Obviously.
And all together.
Okay, so I've split this into boo, as in bad, what the fuck stupid yet kind of hilarious, and good. There was 2 points on that. Don't worry.
What?
You'll find out what they are. So Boo
Judging you.
was the freaking wombat.
I hate him so much.
Oh, he's so annoying.
And he's not the most annoying one.
Oh, don't worry, I wrote that down too. So it's this pink wombat thing that's kind of like they're magical boys.
Yeah, sure.
Magical boys. But he's kind of their sort of like animal
Companion
thing.
Keeper from Mermaid Melody.
But he just kind of chases
Momo
them around and then kind of goes, "Hey, you're the first 5 guys I'm kind of talking to. Have some bracelets. You're magical boys now." Like, that's...
lacelets. Love lacelets. Kill me.
Oh, God. The fact that I had to restart because I got lost 1 minute in was quite impressive on my records. I'm not gonna lie. Usually it takes slightly longer than that for me to get lost, but no, 1 minute in, and I had no idea. I thought they were talking about a person, and then I wasn't sure anymore, and then I was like, maybe they're talking about the wombat, because I kind of knew that was a thing. But I was like, no, I don't think they're talking about a living thing anymore. And then I was
it's
like,
a piece of food.
I have no idea. Completely lost. Which, fair enough, lack of knowledge, but also, just went
though?
straight over my head.
And I said, why?
Yes. And then finally, the main center blonde guy is really annoying.
Oh yeah, Yumoto. He is the worst thing about this anime, hands down. He is unbearable as a main character, and I'm pretty lenient. Like, I have watched stuff as like, you're not a great character, but at least you're not as annoying as this guy. He's the lowest of the low.
I did comment though, I was like, I don't find him as annoying as you do, but I do think that's because I've watched an episode. You've watched 2 seasons of this.
24, I think.
Oh, jeez. I feel like if I had watched even 1 season, I would be so done with him.
Also, even when he gets character development, and I use the word character development very loosely here, when he gets a backstory, oh my god, nothing changes. He's still just as annoying.
He kind of just runs around and hugs the wombat.
Kill me.
That's pretty much...
That happens in every single episode. Every single episode, like 5 minutes is dedicated to, oh, I want to hug you. No, don't touch me. I want to hug you. Oh, help me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks.
Okay, so then in What the Fuck Stupid, kind of hilarious, everything. Just, the transformations.
I am awesome fire.
The costumes, the weapons, the attacks, the love rain.
Random splash.
It was, the fact that kicking the bad guy did more damage than any of the weapons.
What? Nah.
And then just talking to him.
No, that's how they fix everything. They talk, they don't.
And then shower them with love rain.
Oh, kill me.
But no, I spent pretty much the entire episode just giggling. I couldn't stop laughing. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever watched. It wasn't...
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not gonna... Yeah, no. Good. 2 points. What? Bad guy number 3's hair.
On point. We're talking about the...
It's great.
I think Pearl? I'm not sure. His name might be Pearl. I might be wrong. Pink-haired guy.
Second good point. Pink guy's hair.
Yes.
That's it.
I agree.
Those are the only 2 points I was like, yes, this is great.
Yes.
That was it. The rest of it was
I also
just
kind
stupid.
of like pink hair. After watching 24 episodes of this, pink hair guy, still not annoying. I like him.
Oh, that's
he is stupid as fuck, but he's hilarious while he's at it. I am awesome fire. Okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, but conclusion, lol, but yeah, no. I will not be continuing this.
What? Really?
It was
great.
It was hilarious, but also no. I don't care enough to be annoyed by the rest of the characters. But wow,
You're missing out. You're missing out on 24 beautiful
I mean,
episodes. The only way I was
if
able
I
to
wanted
get...
to watch any, like, Magical Girls, Magical Boys...
Watch Mermaid Melody, watch Aikatsu, watch
Mew Mew
watch
Power?
Mew Mew Power, watch
I was
Princess
getting, like,
Tutu,
serious
watch...
Mew Mew flashbacks.
It's Prima Doka Magical Girl.
Yay!
They follow the thing that made, like, all, like... Watch Sailor Moon. You haven't watched Sailor Moon. Watch Sailor Moon.
I will watch Sailor Moon.
If you ever want to watch Magical Girl, watch Sailor Moon. Also, they follow the Prima Doka pattern. When everything was happy and stupid and, you know, happy. And then everything's like, oh yeah, no, being a magical girl sucks. Die. Can you tell that I don't particularly like Madoka? What?
There was just a beautiful moment where they were kind of like, hey, what happened? And then kind of froze and then started doing their little spiel and in like a really fancy pose. And they were like, what are you doing? And then they would start doing it. And it was very stupid. If you want to laugh, just watch the first episode.
Well, we already told the first episode. If you want something different, watch the second one. Tell your friends and they can watch the third one, and I can't do math. 9 people, 10 people will have a whole season.
Yeah. And we won't have missed anything because it'll be mostly the same.
Absolutely.
Let me guess. Bath sequence. Introducing bad guy. Bad guy goes nuts. Transformation sequences. Defeat bad guy.
You're missing the bad guys helping the bad guy turn into a monster.
Oh yeah.
Then transformation sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And somewhere in that, the annoying guy chasing the annoying wombat.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Possibly twice. Possibly 3 times. You never know. They keep you on your toes.
So I've summarised it in 6 points.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Also, at some point, Student Council President, which are the bad guys, are trying to make the Boo Club.
I forgot something. They have a tiny green hedgehog. No. It's so cute.
Did you actually hear his voice?
No.
It's like super deep.
I wasn't paying attention. I was laughing too much.
You were squealing at that point. Yes.
Oh, it's so great. Okay.
I had another thing that I was gonna say, but I've forgotten about it, so it's fine. You're not missing out on much, except maybe me possibly being super mean about this anime. We're starting to get onto the not like brain melting territory of Anon hate. We'll see how next week's goes. Help me. And now for something positive. Yay! We are doing...
Oh, you want to be...
You can do it. I believe in you.
Carrie, Mia...
No, we're doing character analysis. Thank you.
I was going to say the character in the... Okay, fine. Yeah, we're doing character.
What?
And this week's character is Carrie from Your Lie in April.
Miyazono Kaori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say her surname. I'll offend everyone.
Why? It's so easy.
Miyazono?
Yeah.
Oh.
See? Go you! Was it that hard?
Yeah, apparently. Okay,
So, we're going to do this in 2 segments, because I believe that without spoiling the anime, Kaori's character cannot be explained to its fullest, or cannot be praised to its fullest.
No, I definitely agree with that. But I actually have a couple of points.
So we'll do a first part that's spoiler free, and then we'll put a spoiler flag so you can skip the spoiler part if you haven't watched Your Lie in April. Yeah.
Okay.
Spoiler free.
Spoiler free. Yay. Okay. So Carrie is a no-nonsense little free spirit who does what she wants because it makes her happy. But what I liked about that is she does what she wants to make her happy, but she stays a nice person, and she's not a dick about it. I mean, you know, she does kind of go around hitting the main character occasionally. What? But she doesn't have, like a really bad attitude about it. Like, she remains a nice person. And, you know, she does this, like, in her music and everything. A lot of people don't like her for it, mainly the judges in
Oh,
the
absolutely.
competitions, who pretty much burst that vein in their forehead.
That guy. That one guy.
Because she's not playing how it's been written, but she wants to play it how she likes to play it. But I quite like this, just that basic summary for her. Like, while it's not necessarily the most interesting character, but I think she's that sort of character type is the type that I kind of aspire to be, that sort of like carefree, I'm going to do it because it makes me happy sort of thing.
She is a Genki girl in making.
Yeah.
She's trying.
I approve.
I'm talking about Idiot here, not Cody. But yes, Cody is kind of a Genki type, yes. Now that you think about it. Yeah. You done with your spoiler free?
Yeah, that's my little spoiler-free overview.
Spoiler free as well, let me try. I like the way, I really like her character, her character design. I think her hair is very pretty, her eyes are very pretty. I love the cat associations, which turn out to be really, really interesting towards the end, but spoiler free. I really like how bits of her character show in her interaction with other people, how she interacts with Tsubaki, how she interacts with Watari, how she interacts with Kosei. I think you can see like tiny bits of what sort of person she is by the way she treats everyone. Yeah.
Okay. So now,
Spoilers!
If you haven't watched the anime, skip everything.
Yes, we'll put a skip to the beginning of the next segment, which if you haven't watched, you'll probably skip as well. But yeah,
come back at the end because
we're going to recommend Your Lie in April. What? Crazy.
But yes, spoilers.
Spoilers. Okay, so Kaori is not a particularly well developed character because she doesn't have a lot of time. She, like, all the character development she's had has been past. She's not going to evolve anymore because she has no more space to evolve. So what makes her a really interesting character is, like, her motivation as to why she is where she is when the series starts. So whenever you get, like, a flashback or an explanation about, like, oh, Kaori, chose to, like, oh, she chose this she didn't choose this middle school. She chose, to, like, change when she found out that she was, dying. When she found out she was dying, like, her whole lifestyle changed. And she made sure to do, like, what she wanted. She, stopped dyeing her hair, stopped, like, making herself small. She started wearing contacts. She ate what she wanted. She played how she wanted. And she decided to repay someone a favor. Someone who inspired her to play the violin. Someone who made her passionate about music. She decided to find this one guy who she loved. And, and, like, help him find his passion for music. And she did this while not invading in his friendship group. She lied about liking one guy so she would not hurt Tsubaki. She did not force herself into Kosei's life because she knew she did not force herself into Kosei's heart because she knew she would die. And this makes her, like, a very what's the word that I want? Compassionate character.
Yeah.
She wants to make, her goal is to make this guy's life better, more passionate, without destroying everyone else's lives, because she knows she'll be gone very soon. So she wants to create as little disturbance as possible while still helping.
Yeah.
And what I wrote an essay on this, which I will probably never post anywhere, and it's not a school essay. It was, I am bored, let's write about this anime kind of essay. In which I explained that Kaori is not so much a character, like a main character, as she is, like, a mentor type character. There is, now I'm just going on about stuff, but there's, like, the hero story, like, you know about the hero story. Like, there's, certain prototypes of characters.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
A hero's journey, that's
The
it.
hero's journey, yeah.
The hero's journey. She would be the mentor.
Yeah.
So, when there's the inciting incident, then main character, the hero, will eventually meet the mentor. Cody is the mentor in this situation. She helps Kosei find his passion for music again. She helps him deal with his problems. And all the while, she just starts fading, quite literally, actually.
Yeah.
I really like that about the anime, though.
It's incredibly
She
clever.
loses her color, and I think she gets it just before, when she finds her passion for music again. She gets her color back, and then
Yeah, when she's like standing on the rooftop and she's playing, and
she gets her color back, and then she dies. Brutal.
God.
But yeah, she is a very interesting character that's not quite deep enough to have character development. Yeah.
Yeah. I think when I first watched it, like, as you said, like, she didn't kind of bulldoze her way into the friendship group and kind of, like, start making, like, you know, just to leave again and, like, leave this massive hole in it. But I think when I first watched it, I was just like, oh, why did you tell the lie? Why couldn't you be, like, honest? Why didn't you just tell him? And honestly, like, thinking about it, I'm, like...
That'd be really mean.
It would have been cruel. And while it's sad...
Well, he still fell in love with her.
Yeah. Like, it's sad that she couldn't.
It's ironic.
Yeah.
Well, she totally could. He would have fallen in love with her too, but that'd be just... That makes me wonder if they would actually use that time together or something. Well, good. But to be fair, if he fell in love, would he still have focus on music as much? And now we're just writing another anime.
Alternate universe.
Coming 10 years from now when we actually have budget for this.
Yay!
Okay, let's get this down to an hour, because I don't want to do an hour and 20 minutes of editing again.
Okay.
Kawari is a great character. Yes. She is super adorable as well. Anime! We're doing a scene, which is not actually a scene, it's more than one scene, but let's call it a scene anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely a scene.
One scene.
Okay, so this is from the final episode.
So, super spoilery, if you're still here, or if you skipped to here.
Yeah, major spoiler warning. Okay, so for those people who are sticking around, either because they've watched it or because they couldn't be able to press skip, so this is...
Because I do that all the time.
Too often. Oops. So this is after Carrie has passed away, and she's written a letter to Kosei.
Incredibly touching one.
Oh my god. And this is the point where she's asking like a bunch of questions, everything, and he's like replying to them. And we were rewatching the scene today. This was the point I just broke. I thought I was doing so well, but no.
Well,
quick comment on this, side note. Watch this subbed. This is like one of the only times I will say this with definition, but this loses so much impact dubbed, like genuinely. Okay, anyway.
Suck.
Moving on. So for this short scene, Kosei has his eyes closed throughout this entire like little segment. So he's kind of like I took it as he's in like his own like memory, and he's like remembering her as and like as this section of the letter and everything. And he's on the left hand side of the screen facing the right hand side of the screen. But then it cuts back and forth between him at his piano playing happily. He is happy. And it cuts to Carrie, who is on the left hand side of the screen facing no, she's on the right hand side of the screen facing left. Yes. Facing left, yeah. But it's her talking to him, and he's kind of like replying in his head, and she's like, and it's like from different points in the anime, like different memories. And it's like at different times of the day as well. So he's just like remembering all these times they had together. And then there's a cut to Carrie on the stage, on like when they were performing together.
Yeah.
And Carrie's facing away this time, so she's facing right. And she's got her eyes closed, and she is facing upwards towards this bright light in the right-hand corner. So she's like, and there's like a massive split where the stage is in like this light area, and then where Carrie is right now, and then where the other side of the screen is like in darkness, other than the bright light that she's kind of facing towards, and that's where like the audience sits, and like so it's where they perform versus like where they can't perform anymore, like they just spectate now. And so she's kind of like looking over, and I don't know, I kind of saw that as a like stepping into the light sort of moment, like moving over, very dramatic and like that. But then she turns towards him and turns towards the piano where he would have been sitting in that memory, and she turns towards him, and then she tells him that she loves him, and everyone cries. But then there's two more cuts, one where she's facing right, and then one where she's facing directly at the camera. So like, and like each time saying "I love you." Oh my god, it's just beautiful.
And she has it written it down as well.
Yeah, and then it cuts to the written words in her letter. And you can see the words, and then there's like a little single tear falls onto the words from Kosei, and I cry every time. And like it smudges it slightly as well, which I got very excited about. Yeah, finally like apologize, and then like it cuts to her like apologizing to him. And she's kind of, I kind of like getting all of this off her chest as quickly as physically possible. Like she's apologizing for everything she can think of, like quite rapidly. And then the screen goes to white, and then she's like moving on. It's like, oh, bye. And I very quickly wrote down as well, none of these memories actually have her in the hospital. And because I saw it in his head, like he doesn't remember her being sick and frail and in the hospital. He remembers her being all like happy.
Yeah.
I was going to say happy and healthy, but it's not happy and active. But
what
yeah,
healthy? What is this?
What is
Actually,
healthy?
I have that written down as well.
Hey.
Okay, so we're going. My turn. This is what I gathered from this one.
I'm concerned.
So, that's only at the end.
Good.
So let's start from the beginning. So again, in the whole facing each other's part, like each of them have their own shot, and they're facing each other on opposite sides of the screen. If you notice that Kosei, which is the one we see the most, see most often, he's very close to the left side of the screen, and he has a lot of empty space to his right, as if there's like a gap there.
Yeah.
Cody, while still being to the right of her screen, has much less empty space in front of her, and she has more empty space behind her. She is slightly more centered in her shot. Yeah! Have fun with that.
Oh god.
Have fun with that part of the information. So it's like Cozy is empty space for someone, while Kari is taking up more of her shot. And while Kosei's scenario stays the same, he's playing the piano in his teacher's house. Cody's backdrop rotates from every happy memory or every impactful memory they've had. Like, I could tell them for order, but I did not write it down. But I remember, like, the rooftop from when she said her first Scooby-Doo quote. Or was it the second one? When she picks them up for the performance, there's the end of her performance when he realizes he sees friend A for the first time, or like he feels like friend A for the first time. Then there's the bridge where they jump off, and then there's the Starry Night. Anyway, moving on. So I've divided this scene into 3 parts. This was the third part, the dialogue between them. The second part was when they appeared on the same screen, on the same shot, like in the same at the monitor at the same time. Yeah. And they appear at the same time, and they're facing each other, and what I noticed in this is that the wind seems to be affecting Kaori way more than it affects Kosei. I'm not sure if this was on purpose or not, but it seems like it would be a really interesting point that, like, oh, Kaori is affected by the wind, but Kosei is not. He's only a bit. Like, her hair and tie are going crazy, and his are not so much.
Okay.
That's what I took. Also, this, I would like to point this out, and this is important. Kaori's face is lit. Her front is lit. Kosei's front is in a shadow. This will be important in half a page. Yeah. Okay, so they cut back to Kosei, and when they cut back to the same scene, they are closer to each other. Yay! And the wind seems to be affecting Kosei more, and this is why I'm not sure if the first thing was on purpose or not. Because now, like, it seems to be affecting him more. It still affects Kaori more than Kosei, but I'm not sure if this was accidental or not. Or if it's like, oh yeah, she's a spirit. She's no longer part of this world. She has no feathers. She can go crazy. Not sure if this is actually on purpose or not. Yeah. And we're back to fond memories of Kaori. I think we definitely see the school at night sky where they, yeah. We definitely see that one, and they see a few more, and then we go back to the stage, and then we have her outfit from the first day they met, and this is all the Skides clips, and these are such pretty pieces of character animation. Like, I would watch that GIF all day long. It's so pretty.
That little final one with like her little head.
I really like the first one, where she turns and says Skides as well. Yeah. This is a point where it's like, I really wish I could experience the scene for the first time again. I really, really, really would like to be able to do that. It's just a really, really good scene.
It is, yeah.
And the last part, again, I would like to point out, the last time I pointed out the lighting, remember that Kosei's front was in shadows and Kaori's front was in the light. This time, this is the scene where this is this beautiful sunset and Kaori apologizes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Her face is in shadows now, and we assume, like, Kosei's face is in the light. I'm assuming. She is looking back at him, so she's turned her back towards the light, and he is talking to him. So she's apologizing for all the things she did. And then Kosei is facing the light as if he finally he has come to an acceptance and he's ready to move forward. And then she turns back towards the light. She thanks him. And then the screen gets a blast of light and she's gone, and we're back to Kosei being in the same place by himself. And that's how the scene ends. Fun fact, this last third part... Are you okay there? You're crying. This last part is also really interesting because this scene happens when there's falling cherry blossoms. And cherry blossoms in Japan have two very important meanings that are very, very relevant. They mean the fleetingness of life, and they also mean renewal, like the start of something new. And that's why, like, Japanese schools start during cherry blossom season, because it marks a fresh beginning. And when we cut from the other scene, next scene, all the cherry blossoms are on the ground. They're no longer falling. Cool, I'm done now. This is my scene analysis.
Oh, jeez.
This is what I took from the scene. It's super depressing, and I love it. It's great. Also, we had this question: if we took the subtitles out and showed this to someone who's never seen it before, would they be able to tell that this is a sad scene? Well, at least the first part, the conversation part.
Yeah, I think up until...
Skides tier.
Yeah. But, like, that first part where they're just kind of, like, talking backwards and forwards, it doesn't necessarily give off negative connotations in any way. Like, it's quite a happy scene, I guess. Mm. Unless you've got all the context to it, and then you're like, sadness. But I do think it would be quite interesting to see if it was like perceived as being quite happy before that bit.
Yeah. Yay. Okay, so we're done with spoilers now.
Woohoo!
And now that we're done with spoilers and everyone's back with us, I would like to point this out that the Idiot's Notebook has footprints drawn on by one of our friends. And I know this is completely random. You did not pick this on purpose, but this reminds me of the scene that Sabaki runs for the beach.
No. Why would you say that?
And we're back. Okay, the anime recommendation for this week is
Your Lie in April.
what? Crazy.
No one saw that coming.
Never. It's always a surprise. We like to keep people on their toes. Crazy world. So yeah, Your Lie in April. Super, super good.
Pianos and PTSD.
Yes. These are not spoilers, by the way.
I mean, yeah.
It has really pretty music.
It's honestly so good.
All the character designs are really, really pretty.
Yes.
It's not moving a lot. It doesn't move a lot, but when it does, it moves right. Except for that one scene that we talked about, in which Curry is like super off model.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point.
His memory is obviously failing.
Boo.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, really pretty. Really pretty music, really pretty character designs. The story is like really, really touching, and I would love to be able to experience this anime again.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could erase all memory of it
And do it
then
again.
just rewatch it all.
Yeah.
I
I wish that'd be possible.
It was just so great. We recently watched it in Anime Society as well. But yeah, no, it's just so great.
Mm-hmm.
It's just beautiful, and it's such a pure little story, and
I really like the way it deals with the themes of love, friendship, and passion for something.
yes,
Like they do a lot of anime on like the passion for something, be it the passion for music, a passion for sport, a passion for like idols. Yay. They do a lot of animes about being passionate about something, and I think this one does it really well as well.
I think so.
I really, really enjoy watching it, even though I will never be able to, play the piano or play the violin.
No.
I think that how it shows the character's passions for something and how it shows their relationship is worth the watch.
Yeah, definitely would recommend.
Mm-hmm.
It's 22 episodes.
22. And an OVA.
And an OVA.
Which you haven't seen.
I haven't, no.
Yeah.
But would recommend.
Mm-hmm. It's really, really good.
It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
It's also everywhere else.
I mean, it's everywhere else.
But yeah, Netflix.
But Netflix.
Yeah. We do not get sponsored, sadly.
No.
What?
Yeah. I think that's everything for this week.
Yeah. So links to the news, links to the anime,
links to all our social media.
Yeah, everything's in the description. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll decide what we're doing next week. Soonish. And hopefully,
we're going to see.
No. It doesn't quite match, or does it? Oh yeah, because I was doing this for this week. We'll do the movie, but we didn't. It's next week. Yeah, we'll have watched Koi no Katachi, or A Silent Voice.
So yeah.
Yeah, I totally know what I'm gonna watch, and I'm hopefully not gonna fail at No Tears 2017 because I want to win this competition.
I have lost too many times.
Yeah. So we're back next week. Bye.
Bye.